Good evening and thanks for watching KTXS News at 10. I'm Mariah Williams. House Democrats Tuesday filed a bill that will provide Texas teachers with a $15,000 across-the-board pay raise, known as House Bill 1548. KTXS reporter Marley Malafin has the details behind this bill and how it could benefit educators and students.
Austin Democratic Representative James Tallarico introduced a bill that would give school districts a bump in monthly pay. Teachers, counselors, librarians, and school nurses could see a $1,500 a month salary.
January is National Glaucoma Awareness Month. This important month is the time to spread the word about the sight-stealing disease. KTXS reporter Chelsea Burrows tells us why it's so important to be aware of this disease and those who suffer from it.
Something as simple as eyesight can be taken for granted, and this month is very special because it raises awareness for people that suffer from glaucoma.
And it's slowly progressing, and the ramification is that if it's undiscovered, you're at risk of losing.
A drug used to help treat diabetes is rising in popularity, and not just for diabetics. KTXS reporter Lauren Sierra spoke with a local pharmacy about the shortage of Ozempic, which some people are using for weight loss.
Demand is so high, and it's not just here in Abilene. I mean, these drugs are being used nationwide, and people are paying full price, and they are very expensive.
Ozempic, an injectable drug used to control high blood sugar, is a helpful tool for type 2 diabetics. But one of the side effects of the drug has caused a viral.
Coming up on KTXS News at 10.
Racking up debt in the school cafeteria. I'm Angela Brown in Washington, D.C. The troubles facing families already struggling with mounting bills as a pandemic program ends.
And I'm Evan Emick at the pool where we meet the new KTXS Student Athlete of the Week. We'll introduce you to him coming up in sports.
Getting the facts right and alerting you to weather danger. You're watching KTXS.
Good evening, Big Country. The Wiley boys basketball team is feeling good after winning back-to-back games against their Abilene school rivals. Wiley beat Abilene High last Friday and then took down Cooper last night. Derek Evans scored 34 points in the win over Cooper. The Bulldogs were able to pound out the paint, which hopefully frees up some shots on the outside. Wiley is now 3-4 in district, tied for the final playoff spot with 5 games to go.
Really just trying to come out better with a lot of energy because we've been starting slow. So really just trying to come out with a lot more energy and intensity.
You could honestly say we could be in a better position, but I think we're still in a position where we can kind of control where we end up. This team works hard and they play hard, and I think they're starting to believe in each other. And at this time of the year, that's what you want.
Swimming doesn't get a lot of the spotlight. By the time they come back from Christmas break, the high school season is almost over. But one senior from Abilene High is trying to compete as long as he can. Here's the KTXS Student Athlete of the Week.
On an early winter morning, there's nowhere Jaden Palacio would rather be than in the water.
I've just always loved swimming, and I never really did it competitively, so I was like, I'll give it a try, and now I just love it.
The senior from Abilene High is heading to regionals in the one.
One of the Big Country's best football players has committed to one of the best Division III colleges in the country. Guy Powell from Bangs is committed to Mary Hardin Baylor. Powell played on varsity at Bangs since his freshman season. As a senior, he ran for more than 2,000 yards and scored 30 touchdowns. Powell was also first-team All-District as the safety for the Dragons. UMHB has won 3 national titles in the last 8 seasons. And college sports isn't always as glamorous as it may seem. Take this as an example. HSU basketball coach Matt Brackett tweeting, "Amazing view from my hotel room this evening. Looks like the window blinds in Alpine got a makeover. But on the bright side, even when it's night, you can see the Davis Mountains." HSU plays Sul Ross tomorrow night. KTXS News at 10. We'll be right back. A father in Alabama is facing murder charges for allegedly beating his son to death. 6-year-old Jesse Taylor McCormick was rushed to a hospital in Birmingham unconscious. Police arrested his father, 29-year-old Joshua Clark, for aggravated child abuse charges. 2 days later, Jesse died, upgrading his father's charges to capital murder. Officials confirmed that several years ago, Jesse's 18-month-old brother was murdered by his mother, Samantha McCormick, and her boyfriend. Online, one viewer commented, quote, "How tragic, we are failing our kids." Joshua Clark is currently being held without bond. Back in the state, a woman was rescued in El Paso after her car fell into a sinkhole. On Tuesday, Imelda Favela called the city to alert them that water was flowing out into the street. That's when she heard a loud noise. Favela went outside and saw that an elderly woman was struggling to get out of a sinkhole. Her car had fallen into an 8-inch water main break. Luckily, Favela was able to help her escape. As soon as the car is removed, the hole will be temporarily filled until it can be repaved. For more on these stories, you can follow us on Facebook at KTXS Television.